grinds my gears. You know, I live in California, Southern California, because I'm just, pardon the radar detector, I was just sick of freezing to death up north. You know, but California has its drawbacks. I mean, they're like total super onto emissions and, you know, just anything they can regulate and rule all the fun out of, that's what they're going to do. And, you know, you try and get a performance car or motorcycle that's supposed to run on high octane, you know, 93 fuel. Well, no. Guess what? You can only get 91 in California. I mean, what? Does 93 pollute more or something? Yeah, I really don't understand. But I got a 2017 Camaro ZL1 that's supposed to run on 93 octane. You look in the owner's manual, it says to put 93 in it. It says as a substitute, if it's just flat not available, you can put 91. But it says that's the absolute lowest that you can run in here. You're going to jack up your motor. And you're going to have reduced performance and fuel efficiency. Well, I mean, if we're looking for emissions and stuff like that, wouldn't we want to not screw up your fuel efficiency? Yeah, I have no idea what California's thinking. But, you know, I've heard about octane boosters in the past, and I've read that most of them don't do anything. It's just a waste of money. But I did read that Torco brand actually is an octane booster and really works. So I wanted to try that out for myself. So I got some of that a while back, and I got because I figure you're going to have to measure it, so I got a ratio right funnel, or I mean a measuring cup that you used to use for putting oil in your two-stroke fuel. You know, I got that because it's made to withstand fuel without, you know, falling apart, deteriorating, and excuse me. You know, I didn't want to use my Pyrex measuring cup out of the kitchen. You know, food and fuel. I figure I'll get my own separate measuring cup for that. And then my car has a capless gas cap. You know, you just open the fuel door and there's a hole with a couple of flaps. So you have to have a longish funnel to get in there. It has to be narrow enough to go through. There's two flaps. It has to be narrow enough to get through both of the flaps. And so, yeah, I got a can of Torco, my ratio right, and a funnel, and it seems to make a heck of a difference. You know, it's like I didn't notice how crappy the car was running until I had some decent fuel in there. It's like amazing the difference. It's so much smoother. I mean, you can hear it. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm wandering around here at Dana Point, at Strands they call this beach, which was cool until they screwed it all up. But they built a bunch of crappy houses here, freaking rich people. So I'll pull over here in a sec and kind of detail how it works out. Okay guys, as promised, here's the lowdown on the Torco. You get your can of Torco, 22 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link for you. And got my ratio right here, and my long skinny funnel. You gotta have a long skinny funnel to get through both of the flaps. You know, you got the first one, but then if you don't get through that second one, you're gonna be pouring the stuff all down the side of your car. It's not gonna be pretty. And let me see here. On the back of the can and on their website, they have a mixing chart. It says here if you want to raise it 4 octane or 11 or 14, you kind of figure it out for yourself what you're working with. And it says to raise it 4 for a 20-gallon tank, you're going to want the whole darn bottle. Well, I've only got 19 in there max, and it's never empty when I fill it. So I'm only putting in like, 15 gallons of fresh, maybe 16. So I figure about a half a bottle per tank. So it kind of works out to about 1 ounce per gallon. That's what I'm going with, 1 ounce per gallon. So fill up my ratio right there. And I found that if you fill it all the way up, it kind of drips when you're pouring it. So I only fill it about half what I need, and then fill it again half of what I need. And it makes a good difference to me. So I'll just hang out here and see if anything else comes to mind. Now, thanks for watching, guys. I've already recorded this twice, so I'm just kind of going through the motions here. Thanks, buddy. That's a nice rev. You guys helping me out here. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I don't know if I said, but a can of that 32 ounce, 1 quart. Since the tank isn't completely empty when I put the stuff in, I get about 2 tanks out of 1 can. 1 can was like 22 bucks. What the hell's going on here? If you want to get it a little cheaper than that, you can get a 5-gallon can of it, which is, I don't remember, it was like $200 and something or whatever, but it ends up being about $15 per quart, 14 something. So you get a 5-gallon can and a little hand pump, and I'm saving all these 1 quart cans I got, and so I'll just, if it goes that far, I'll buy the 5-gallon can, a hand pump, and I'll just fill up all these cans I've got, because they make good fuel storage cans. No problem keeping the stuff in there, it's airtight, sealed. So that's how I'll save a little money in the end. And I saw several places, I ended up buying this on Amazon, but I found several places to get it. And to get the 1 can on Amazon for 22 bucks or whatever it was is the deal. If you get a case of 6, which is like $1 cheaper or something, then you have to pay tax on it. It's not much of a break, especially when you pay the tax, it's more expensive. So the deal was to buy 6 quantity of the 1 can, and I came out of it with a case anyway, and didn't have to pay tax on it. And it's free shipping. So yeah, that was the bargain. And I'll leave you a link in the description for that. And that other stuff, Octane, that I haven't used because their mixing labels just undecipherable. That stuff is like 30 something a can for the same size can, and does I'm guessing it looks like about the same amount of fuel. So I don't know. I'm not gonna check that for right now. This stuff seems to work just fine. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys.